Hi Ashley, welcome to another private Oracle of Love reading. Before I begin, I just want to say thank you so much for reaching out once again. It really does mean a lot to me. I hope I can give you another insightful reading. I really do appreciate you returning for another reading. So thanks again for sending through your details once again. Under the sign of a Scorpio here, the 26th of the 10th, 1987, and you're after a general love reading to see the kind of person coming in, any advice around this connection, what sort of connection this will be, anything that you should know in regards to your love life. I will be starting off using the Priestess Moon Oracle deck to have a look and see what kind of person is coming forward, their personality, the type of person as a whole that's coming in for you romantically. Okay, you've had a card that's sort of flipped over, or has been flipped over. Where was it? The Priestess of Enchantment. Quite an inspiring person coming in for you, actually, with the Priestess of Enchantment. This is someone very inspirational. I feel like this person, with these dates, February 18th to March 17th, you might be meeting this person, or this person may be born under these dates. So you're really looking at that time of Pisces, especially with the beautiful blues here and the seahorse. Okay, strong Piscean or water energy to this person. I feel like they have heavy water placement in their chart. So I know you've got water element, but I feel like this person is coming in with water element as well here. Okay, so quite intuitive, emotionally sensitive. Enchanting says this person is going to inspire you in a lot of ways. They're going to teach you a lot of ways. I feel like you'll want to be around them. I feel like the person you'll become when you're around them. Emotionally, you'll feel very secure. You'll feel very comfortable with this person. Okay, so this is someone that's quite confident. This is someone that's very in tune with their emotions and will not hesitate to express them. They can be quite emotional here. Okay, so they might be prone to bouts of emotional expression. Overwhelming energy here. They're very creative is also what I see. They're very creative. I feel like you could just watch them. You're very inspired by them. They could be extremely creative or very animated in the way they speak. I feel like there'll be something that they'll do or something about them that has you really entranced, okay, because enchantment is all about feeling the magic. This could definitely be someone that's quite romantic, okay, and you will have those emotional connection. You will have that spark with this person. So this is the two of you having a lot of similarities, I sense, because of your water placement. A lot of similarities between yourself and this person here. So that is quite interesting. But these dates are coming in around this person. So they might have been born under these dates. They might have had something significant happen in their life around these dates. These dates have passed us. However, it could be coming up to next year as well. But I'll try and pinpoint a time frame from when the two of you will be meeting and connecting. But so far I am thinking someone with heavy water sign placement in their chart here, and a very strong emotional bond that you'll form with each other. So you might fall for each other fairly quickly here, but it's a fairly strong connection. And water signs tend to be quite intuitive or creative, so I feel like this person might have some sort of hobby or creative outlet, okay, that they may do. Let's have a look more into their personality. Okay, the first card, King of Swords. This is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius here. Now, February 18th is roughly still the last day of the sign of the Aquarius. So I'm not sure if this person is on the cusp, or they may have tendencies of an Aquarius, okay, in particular. Air signs, they're very outgoing. They're a great conversationalist. I feel like they need to feed their mind. They're extremely intuitive. They're extremely engaging in their communication. I feel like they're ruled more by, this person is ruled more by ruled very much by their mind, but at the same time, I do feel like they've got emotion that backs that up. So I'm not sure if this person could be prone to things like anxiety. The Knight of Swords is very curious. Often proceeds to agree to things or engages in things he's not really sure about. So I feel like there's a sense of gullibility about this person, or maybe they have been quite naive in their past. Sometimes they press forward without realizing the consequences to something or how it may affect them in the long term. So it could be someone that's a little bit impulsive, but more so with communication. So I'm seeing this person may speak without a filter, okay? Or freely feel like they need to communicate to themselves or to communicate to others. And it's they're not shy to reveal how they really feel or what they think, okay? It's all about mentality. This person, I think, likes a debate. They're very inquisitive. They're always on the quest for answers. They're very much a person that needs validation in a relationship. They need that assertive energy with the Knight of Swords. Okay, King of Pentacles, you've got the sign of a Taurus that has come up. Now, you do have Pisces here. You also have Taurus. This person could be under the sign of a Taurus. You might be connecting, or something drastic may happen between the two of you in the time of Taurus, which rules April 20th to May 20th. So this person might be around you very, very soon because we are approaching the 20th of May Taurus season in a few short days. So I feel as though this could be particularly auspicious for you. Now, it could be this year, it could be next. As I said, I want to leave the time frame a little bit later to the end of the reading. But the King of Pentacles show that this person is quite established in their career. I sense they've got money or job security around them. I do feel like they're quite traditional. They could come from a culture or from a family that's embedded in tradition, and they like to uphold that tradition, okay? So for the sake of family, for the sake of consistency, for the sake of... I feel like they're a big believer in upholding traditions or beliefs or honoring, anniversaries or events or birthdays or cultural beliefs. They very much like routine, I think, in one sense. They could be very sensual here. The Taurians are known to be very sensual. They enjoy the luxurious things in life. Love making could be quite sensual with this person. They might take their time. They could be quite methodical. They like to get quite deep and connected with someone. I don't think they're someone that can just jump into bed just on a whim. I think they need to be intellectually fed, and physically the person needs to appeal to them and their five senses here. So they could take things a little bit slow. I don't think they're really of a rough, really in-your-face kind of energy. I do think they're a little bit more reserved, especially with their emotions. With words, I think they communicate with people from all walks of life, and I can see that they probably get on with a lot of people. But sometimes I feel like they take a back seat on things. I do believe they're very big on loyalty, however, okay? The Taurians are known to be very loyal. So this person can show you a lot of commitment and a lot of loyalty. They are at a point in their life where they're very established in career or material gains, maybe wealth. They could be quite money-minded here as well, but I think they're coming up to a time in their life where they're ready for love. Okay, look, I did mention some sort of trauma or naive energy or gullible energy. The Three of Swords could be a third-party situation. I do believe this person is coming from a past relationship where they have been cheated on or they have done the cheating, okay? It might have happened to them. They might have cheated, and I do feel like they'll reveal this quite early on in your connection. So it could be 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 years after you meet. I think it's earlier because, again, this person doesn't really... I don't think, for some reason, they don't believe in withholding information. They might not be the type that can hold secrets, or they might not be the type that can hold things within themselves for too long because they feel like they need to communicate. I feel like a part of them bonds with people through talking about their pains or traumas or experiences or losses, pains, griefs, loss. This for them is a coping mechanism, and it's also a way for them to bond closer to you. So you might be a little bit surprised that this person is quite brutally honest with you at first. But I think it's their way of showing that they can trust you, or it's their way of wanting to show you the real them. But there could be absolutely a third-party situation that has happened to them in their recent past with a relationship. They might have been badly hurt. They might be still trying to heal their wounds. This one almost looks like it's still trying to stay alive, stay active, stay sane, so to speak. So this person could definitely be in a period where they're healing from some sort of event here. It could also be, it doesn't necessarily have to be a lover's triangle. It absolutely could be a very traumatic, painful event has happened to this person in the last 3 months, 3 weeks, or 3 years here. Okay, the Page of Cups. Again, Pisces energy. You can see the little fishies here. Page of Cups energy, okay, they're definitely ruled by Pisces, which could bring out certain things in their personality, such as mysteriousness. This person can be very vague at times. Other times I feel like they'll just blurt everything out, but other times they'll withhold and they'll be quite vague or a little bit mysterious. I feel like they'll be a little bit enigmatic, and I think that's because they're comprised of so many different elements, in particular water, air, earth. The fact that they comprise so many different elements here, sometimes you'll find them a little bit enigmatic. Sometimes they won't hesitate to withhold information from you, but other times they will. And I don't know how that's going to be received by you, because the Page of Cups can be extremely fickle. Okay, so burning hot and cold. Hot and cold emotions is what I'm sensing here. I feel like sometimes you might struggle to read this person's emotions. Not what they're saying, because what they're saying will be very clear without filtered, without having that filter. I do think it's more emotional, reading them emotionally sometimes. Not all the time though. Sometimes I think they'll be quite forward with it. But look, in this particular, you can see the mermaid quite cool, calm and collected here. So she's obviously looks more settled. So I do believe this person is learning to settle their emotions more, or learning what it's going to take to settle down more, maybe, as well with the Page of Cups. So maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that's a sign that they're learning. But this might not be your usual type, okay? Fish out of water comes to mind. So this might not be your usual type of person coming in, but you will connect. Let's have a look at who they are in the physical realm just quickly, and then how you'll meet. Who are they in the physical realm? What do they do for work? Anything about their hobbies? Okay, they could be in a leadership position. They're coming up with Leo energy. They could be in a management role, in a senior role at work. They could be quite experienced. They could be on the move a lot for work. The Queen of Wands rules fire, which is movement, it's action. They could be quite active here. So they could be like a personal trainer. They might be involved in fitness, in well-being, in health. They could work with animals. There's a cat here. They could work with animal health, rehabilitation. They like to be outdoors. They could also use that as well. So I'm not sure if they work with animals and then they walk them, maybe, or they care for them in like a center, like a shelter, or if they're active and then they take their pets with them, or something like this. They could be quite active, but they also could be quite spiritual minded. So they might even implement a little bit of well-being, yoga, healthy foods, naturopath, home medicine in their work, or in their hobbies, is what I'm seeing here. This person has a high sex drive as well. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles could work with finance, okay, estates, property, something about serious life changes or looking at things. It could be analytics. I feel like this person is analyzing this tree very closely, trying to think of a solution or looking at how much they've gained. So something about gains. Could be to do with weight if they're in fitness, like fitness gains, muscle gains, BMI. If it's not, it could be financial gains. It can be looking at someone's set of circumstances and then trying to open them up to different solutions. So they could be quite solutions-based here. Problem solving comes to mind as well. But there's a lot of focus. This person is extremely focused. They're very money driven is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so they work for the money. They might receive some sort of bonus or incentive in their line of work here as well. This person does manual labor, or might have done manual labor in the past. Construction, engineering, working with tools, working with the hammer, working outdoors. If they don't do it now, they might have done it in their past. Okay, lots of fire energy here. This person might travel for work, or might have come from a job where they have traveled a lot for work. Different cities, regions, states. There could be a mobile nature about their line of work, so it may require them to visit different sites, oversee different construction sites. If it is working with the hammer, working with tools, oversee different, if they are a business owner, they might oversee different sites here, or oversee different clients. They might be receiving a new job, okay? There might be a new career that's actually coming into their path here with the Ace of Wands. I feel like it's a destined opportunity for them, but there's something about action here. There's a lot of... they're very motivated, I sense, in their career. But I do believe there's a destined opportunity that will come to them. Not sure if it has already, or it will come to them during the time of Leo, which would be August. But this might indicate that they'll receive a new job or a new career path. and it might involve activity, okay, being fit, being active. Okay, the Devil card, Capricorn energy, something significant could happen in their career at the end of the year. They might help with people that need rehabilitation or that need strength. The Devil card can often indicate substances, people, substances, negative habits, detrimental habits to our health, to our mind. I feel like this person might work with people that are undergoing these sorts of issues here, whether it's psychological, whether it's because of health. I do believe this person might be quite conscious with their health, and if they're not, the Devil card could show that they want to help people come out of struggling situations financially, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, health-wise here as well. The Devil card can often indicate, taboo activities, okay? Could be sexual health, could be crime, or something like this. So I think this person has some sort of affiliation. They work very closely with people. People are in chains here, so I'm not sure if they might work with rehabilitating criminals or people that have been locked down, okay, in lockdown, or have been suppressed in some way here as well, by the devil. So, okay, by bad influences here. Let's have a look at when and where the two of you will meet. When will this person come into your life? Where will you be? What will be happening in your life? Let's see. Wow, destined meeting. It's a face-to-face destined meeting. The time of the lovers is the time of Gemini. Could be this year, May 21st till June 20th. Okay, the time of Cancer has come up as well, which follows Gemini, June 21st to July 22nd. Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Okay, air energy has come up quite prominently with the Gemini and the Seven of Swords. What I'm sensing here is that the lovers, this is a soulmate connection here between you and this person. You will be meeting face to face. It might be somewhere where people get up to a little bit of mischief. And I say that because you've got the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is often seen as someone who is maybe taking something that doesn't belong to him, maybe trying to walk on eggshells, maybe being a little bit secretive. So this person may come into your life when you might even have someone else that you might be talking to or seeing, and then suddenly this person just awakens feelings in you. But it could be at a time when things are a bit hard as well. So you might be facing a few obstacles, maybe in career or in your love life, and then this person comes in and suddenly, it turns your love life on its head here. Things do a 360. It could also be through career that you're meeting, or a place of spending money, like a market, a shopping center. It could even be like a bar. People spend money on drinks and, get up to a bit of things that they don't really talk about. It could be taboo activity with the Seven of Swords here as well. I do believe it's a face-to-face meeting. I'm leaning towards it's during the daytime or possibly the evening time, the time of Gemini or the time of Cancer. It could be if you have pets, you might be walking your pet, you might be meeting at a vet through animals, so maybe at a zoo, or near the water, near a lake. There's while you're fishing, whichever sort of hobbies you have here, it can be very much an outdoor event or bumping into each other outside during the day. But it could also be through career. You might be working together, or a career friend, maybe a Gemini or a Cancer, will introduce you to this person, and then you'll take it from there. I feel like at first you're not going to tell too many people. When you first connect, I feel like initial attraction is very strong here. This is Adam and Eve. They only have eyes for each other because they were the only ones that populated the Garden of Eden. So, I really feel like even if you're at a park or at a garden and you're meeting this person, it could even be like at a family barbecue even, or an event, someone might invite this person. You'll only have eyes for each other. You'll only have eyes for each other. A very strong sexual attraction here. I guess this is before the original sin, before Eve, ate the forbidden apple and they covered themselves with leaves, so they're obviously standing there naked. So I do sense that this is quite a strong first impression, that the two of you will be attracted to each other. The two of you might have a few similar features. I'm not sure if it's the same eye color, same hair color, but there's something that you'll have that you'll mirror each other in. They could even be younger than you. Gemini energy is quite youthful. So I do believe this person could be younger than you or look young, or they could be quite youthful, especially because the page is here as well. So if there is an age gap, it could be like you've got the 6, 7. 7 has actually come up twice. So it could be like 6 or 7 months, 6 or 7 weeks, 6 or 7 years difference between the two of you. But I see this person is quite young or younger than you. So the number 677 could be significant, could be the 6th of the 7th, could be the 7th of the 6th. You might be standing at the building number 77. It might be 7 p.m. in the evening. It might be 6 p.m. in the evening. They might have the numbers 6 and 7 in their license plate. You know, these numbers could be associated here. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm seeing that there's a possibility these numbers could be auspicious, in particular the 7. Because the moon is the time of Cancer, and then you've got the 7 of Swords here as well. Moon energy here, moon is a motherly energy, okay? You might be being introduced by someone who might play a motherly figure in your role. It could actually be your mother. It could be a friend that sort of is a bit, not bossy, but she sort of looks out for you, you know, tries to steer you in the right direction. Okay, she means well, and I think it's all in it's all in good esteem that she's doing this for you. If there's a friend, you know, associated here, but very strong attraction. I do see it face to face, somewhere outside, possibly near the water, at a beach, at a park, at a barbecue, at a place of spending money, or even in the workplace here as well. It could be this or next year. Could be this or next year, I'm leaning more towards. Yeah. Let's have a look at what sort of connection this is between you and this person. What sort of connection is this? Okay, channeling. You've attracted each other. I don't doubt that it is a soulmate connection here, but you've also used the law of attraction to manifest each other faster. You've channeled each other quite strongly here. Now, channeling means the two of you are on the same frequency, you're vibing, you're mirroring each other. And you have this couple here mirroring each other in stance, in posture, in body language, in looks even. So there's a lot of similarities between the two of you. I think you're wanting the same things out of your life at this point in time. And I think right now that's how you're channeling each other. The blues here indicate that you're emotionally able to offer each other the same thing. So there's a lot of emotional security and reciprocity that's coming from this connection, because this person will be able to channel into your vibes, your intuition, what you're wanting, and they'll be able to offer you this. So this is quite promising. The number 3 is associated with mind, body, spirit, okay, all the earthly realms, the spiritual realms. It's a succession here. The 3 is a trine. Birth, life, death. Possibly major milestones that can be achieved with this person once you connect in a relationship together. There's potential for to have this relationship as a long-term thing. When I see the number 3, I do sense that this can be a successful relationship up until old age. I do. So there's obviously this is dependent on emotions and free will and the pacing. So there's a lot more other factors that come into play more than just feelings, as they normally do. There's a lot of other factors that we need to take into consideration. So that will be dependent on how the two of you write this love story together. But so far I am seeing that there's a lot of potential, that this is a major relationship, major love relationship for you, with the channeling energy here. You'll be able to understand each other, that's for sure, which is good. There's a lot of understanding, because when we're channeling, we're responding to someone. Someone is responding to our vibration, and we are responding to theirs. So whether this is on a conscious or a subconscious level, if there are obstacles between the two of you, I'm seeing that you can make it work. Ultimately, the two of you can absolutely make it successful. Let's have a look at how this relationship will be between the two of you. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, the Hanged Man, Seven of Cups. Let's do one more card. The Five of Wands. Okay, there was the legacy that I spoke about going into old age. The Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles is a card of family and creating a legacy, creating something very strong and solid. She moves towards the Tower here. And it's almost like she's holding a fruit to her womb, so it's her loins. There could be children that might result in this union. Either falling pregnant, this person might have a child, or if you have a child, there's children here. There's the notion of a family. Now, if you decide against children, there's still some sort of family unit that you'll be creating. So I'm not sure if this is pets or foster care, or you'll be if you have nieces and nephews that you look after together. But I'm seeing that this person would make a very good life partner, and they've got a very naturally paternal bone in them. Okay, so they're quite instinctively paternal, which is good to see. But it does I feel like you'll get on with their family very well. You'll be welcomed into the family. You'll find a lot of stability. I think you might move in with them reasonably quickly if you decide to pursue this connection here. Again, it's so dependent on other factors though. So it's a bit early to tell. But I like that there's someone that wants to create a legacy here. So again, tradition, okay? Tradition, living out, carrying on the family name, things like this come to mind here. Quite a traditional paternal person. The beautiful Nine of Cups, this is wish fulfillment here. The Nine of Cups is the wish card, okay? It's the dream card. A lot of this relationship will be quite dreamy. How? Because I think there'll be a lot of magical, there'll be a lot of butterflies in the stomach, the feeling of magic, the feeling of wishes being fulfilled, hope, okay? That your hope being addressed. So that's really very positive. I think you've got emotionally, okay, this person could fulfill you in a lot of ways. Sometimes they hold back and they'll be fickle. The fish have come up again. But for the most part, I think you will definitely receive emotionally something you've been wishing for. It won't always be like that though. It's not going to come without its obstacles. And here are your obstacles. They have come in the form of the Five of Wands and the Hanged Man. Your tempers could be an issue. Don't know if this is you or this is them, but temperament. The Five of Wands can indicate the two of you going different directions and becoming angry when the two of you don't see eye to eye. The two of you could work very well together. You're very much a team unit. But sometimes, because you'll go in other directions here, it'll create an imbalance in the relationship. And what is the Wands energy? It's anger, it's wrath, it's confrontation, it's opposition, it's conflict, the way you react or the way you instigate conflict. This is going to have to be tweaked. I do believe there's lessons to be learnt here, because right now maybe your faith in finding a significant partner has been shooken, or maybe you're coming from an imbalanced period where you've maybe felt lonely, or you maybe felt your previous partner wasn't able to give you that. There could be preconceived notions from a previous relationship that's going to affect this one, and it's going to cause fights. This could also be jealousy and possessiveness. And what does that stem from? That stems from insecurities, lack of trust, or something we've been traumatized by from a previous connection. So it's interesting that this has come up, but I think there could be a little bit of imbalance here. The Hanged Man is so quick to judge, because what is the Hanged Man? This is someone that did something wrong in the eyes of someone else and was destined to suffer. Whether he was given a fair trial or not, it could be accusations, okay? Or you might be so quick to get angry, or they might be so quick to get angry without having a just and rational conversation together about what your issues might be. It's implosiveness or explosiveness, I should say, more so. This could cause the two of you to lock horns, I think. I do think that's where the imbalance lays, because, but I know, look, you can see he's still trying to see eye to eye with her though. Can you see? So you won't always see eye to eye together, and that's fine. You'll have to agree to disagree, but this indicates to me that you'll fight explosively. And if you can avoid this, you can potentially have a relationship that will evolve, and the two of you will learn and evolve as people and as a lovers, as a couple here. And the two of you can have something that's fantasized by other couples, okay, that couples only dream of. It's not unrealistic, it's absolutely attainable. You just need to work together in getting there, is all. I will leave it at that though. I hope this reading has been insightful. Please feel free to email or respond if you didn't understand anything or you'd like me to go over it. Otherwise, thank you so much for approaching me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your continued support on YouTube, and I hope to do many more readings for you in the future. So take care and bye for now.